Hello chess lovers, Suren here, and in this video I would like to share with you a brilliant attacking game played by the magician from Riga, Mikhail Tal. His opponent is Hungarian-American chess grandmaster Pal Benko, and the game was played in 1959 at Bled-Zagreb-Belgrade Candidates Tournament. For those who do not know, the 1959 Candidates Tournament was hosted by 3 cities in Yugoslavia. The first 14 rounds were played in Bled, rounds from 15 to 21 in Zagreb, and rounds from 22 to 28 in Belgrade. This game was played in round 14, which was the last round of the Bled section of the tournament. But before starting our game, if you are new to my channel, consider subscribing in order not to miss my future uploads. And now, without further ado, let's get started with our game and see what happened on the board. Tal opened up with e4 and Benko responded with c5, Sicilian defense. Sicilian defense usually leads to very sharp double-edged positions, and taking into consideration the fact that Mikhail Tal had a fierce attacking style, this is what he wanted. Tal definitely enjoyed playing against Sicilian defense. Here Tal played knight f3, g6 by Benko. Looks like that black goes for accelerated dragon, but after d4, instead of capturing on d4, black proceeded with bishop g7, and after d5, the game now resembles the Benoni defense, with the important difference that white has not played c2 to c4, and that in consequence black's king's bishop has much less scope for action. Here Benko played d6, knight c3 by Tal, knight f6, and bishop b5 check, knight d7 and a4, restraining any possible advancement on the queen side. Here we have castling by both sides, a6, bishop e2, rook b8, rook e1 and knight e8. Black is both opening up the dark squared bishop's diagonal and also is aiming to bring his knight on c7 and go for this b5 advancement. Bishop f4, knight c7, bishop f1, and we have it, b5 is on the board. Black is starting counterattack on the queen side, a standard idea in Benoni type positions. Queen d2. Meanwhile, Tal wants to go for bishop h6 move, offer the exchange of dark squared bishops and weaken black's king side. That's why, in view of that idea, Benko played rook e8, moved away his rook from the h6 f8 diagonal, and already he can mate bishop h6 with bishop h8. Here comes h3, knight f6, rook d1. Tal is first centralizing his heavy pieces, and then we have it, e5 is on the board. Now if a move like d takes e5, then this can give white a huge advantage. That's why after e5 we have b4. Black proceeds with his counterplay on the queen side. Now comes knight e4, after which we have the exchange of knights on e4 and bishop takes a4. While black is grabbing pawns on the queen side, Tal proceeds with his attack. Bishop h6 is on the board. Bishop h8. By the way, tricks like bishop takes c2 won't work because white has a powerful rook h4 move. And now there are two threats, bishop takes g7 and queen takes c2. For example, now if bishop takes e5, then simply queen takes c2, and if a move like bishop takes d1, then white can capture on g7, and if bishop takes f3, then white can either play queen h6 and then rook takes h5 and bishop d3, or can even go for the spectacular rook sacrifice, which is simply blowing apart black's position and is mating faster. Let's go back. In our game after bishop h6 we have bishop h8. Of course black will never capture on h6, this can be simply catastrophic for black. That's why after bishop h6 we have it, bishop h8. Now comes rook e1 and f6, which is a dubious decision by black, though I have to tell you that already, even if not f6, it's difficult to find a good continuation for black. Now comes e6, and with this move Tal is simply demoralizing black's army. f5, meanwhile black is both attacking white's rook and at the same time is opening up the bishop's diagonal, but Tal is not even paying attention what's going on the queen side, and he's proceeding with his attack. Rook h4 is on the board and bishop takes b2. Black is grabbing another pawn. By the way, if a move like bishop f6, then This can be met with knight g5. If knight b5, then white can first remove the knight and then go for g4. White's attack is going to be decisive. Black can't even switch into the defense pieces. Yes, black's king side is very vulnerable. In our game after rook h4, as I've already mentioned, Benko captured on b2, and with this move he actually overlooked the powerful move by Mikhail Tal. As we have reached the critical position, please pause the video and try to find a winning move for white. Ready? Automatically I wanted to say I will wait for your answer in the comment section, but guys, this is a move which you should see right now. In here, Mikhail Tal played bishop f8. By going for a bishop sacrifice, Tal is clearing way for his major pieces. By the way, I have to tell you that this bishop f8 reminds me of Tal's move which he made against Rio Rantanen. In that game, instead of playing bishop f8, Tal played bishop h8 and again opened up the queen's path. Benko accepted the bishop sacrifice and we have queen h6 with a direct mating threat. Rook f7 is forced and black is losing his rook. He takes f7 check, king takes f7, and the rest is just a matter of time. Bishop g7, we have it, rook h6. Meanwhile, we have another target, queen g8, the pawn on g6 also drops, and then we have knight g5. Now if a move like bishop takes h6, then simply knight h7, black is losing his queen and soon will also lose the game. In our game after knight g5, we have queen takes d5, and in here Tal made a move and black resigned. Can you find his next move? Ready? This time, the future world chess champion played rook h8 check, and we have a resignation, because if bishop takes h8, then knight h7 checkmate is coming. What a brutal attack by Mikhail Tal. By the way, I have to tell you that Pal Benko was a good client for Mikhail Tal. Of their 12 games, Tal won 8, conceded 3 draws, and lost only once during the 1962 Candidates Tournament. At that time, Tal had serious health issues and after 3 rounds even had to retire from the tournament on medical grounds. In the end of the video, I want to sharpen your tactical skills. Please take a look at this position and try to find a winning move for white. I will wait for your answer in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Here are more suggestions for you. Consider checking them out as well. I will see you in my next video. Good luck.